Hey everybody, we're back with another Death Battle reaction. I just want to let you guys know I did make last week make a reaction to All My versus Mike Guy Death Battle, but I guess I don't know what, it never gave me a reason why YouTube kind of took it down, so that is unfortunately not up. Tried to appeal it, but it wasn't going. Not, I don't know if it's because it was like anime and had some images, so it probably wasn't allowing it. I'm not sure, but I just thought I'd let you guys know that. But there's other stuff I had up there, so you can guys still check it out. I'm gonna be doing quite a few ones this week. I thought it was gonna be just two, but then I see some other ones like, I really want to see that too. So you're gonna have a decent few here. So right now we'll be doing reacting to Kratos versus Spawn. I chose this because since I've been playing through God of War Ragnarok, which you can check out on my YouTube channel, youtube.com/talkativecarl, as well as watching me do it live because I'm still playing through it on twitch.tv/talkativecarl. Follow me in the links in the description. Hit that like button, notification bell. Definitely support Death Battle and all their works. And without further ado, let's get to watching. It's quite short, so that's probably why I got a little extra for today. We're probably gonna do like a rematch or something, because now Kratos got a little bit more in his arsenal. So this is when it was only the first 3 God of War games at that time. So
of all the warriors who have entered this arena, none can compete with these two titans of death. Kratos, the ghost of Sparta who single-handedly annihilated Olympus.
And Spawn, who managed to dethrone both Satan and God.
I'm Wizard and he's Boomstick, and it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle. Kratos is a demigod, raised among the Spartans as their greatest warrior, until one day his people were threatened to be overrun. It was then he struck a deal with Ares, the god of war. Ares would give him the strength to protect his people. In return, Kratos would serve as Ares' champion warrior.
Kratos became super powerful and really vicious, but was tricked by Ares into killing his own family. But hey, he saved some money on child support and divorce.
As the hot, white ashes of his family clung permanently to his skin,
Just like Michael Jackson.
his quest for vengeance against the gods of Olympus began. As a demigod, Kratos possesses incredible strength, speed, and endurance. He can survive a pummeling from a titan and best the power of Hercules.
Kratos wields the Blades of Exile, twin short swords bound to his arms by chains. The blades have a hook design which Kratos can use to cut right through his enemies or snag them and whip them around. And like most badass weapons, they can somehow emit fire.
Kratos is well trained in sword combat and possesses what may be the most powerful sword the Greek gods have to offer, the Blade of Olympus.
After Kratos killed Ares, spoiler, he was made the god of war, but Zeus tricked him into putting all of his godly powers into this sword, making him mortal once again.
And making the Blade of Olympus a deadly harbinger of death to even the toughest Olympians. His most versatile defense is his golden fleece, armor capable of blocking powerful blows and deflecting magical attacks.
But there's a whole lot more to this guy's arsenal. Like the bow of Apollo, which can shoot a rapid stream of arrows or charge up deadly fire arrows.
Then there's the claws of Hades, which mercilessly rip the souls out of their victims, though tough opponents like Kratos can resist them.
The Nemean Cestus are giant, ultra-strong gauntlets which can stun foes with brutal
I love using
shockwaves.
The
those.
boots of Hermes give him superhuman speed, and when battling the infamous Icarus, he ripped those huge
Hades.
wings off the old fool's back and took them for his own, giving him powers of flight.
Holy crap, that's a lot of weapons. I like this guy.
Kratos is not invincible, but he is very difficult to kill.
Hell, he can't even kill himself.
In his rage, he tore apart the ranks of Mount Olympus and slaughtered every god upon and below it, except for Aphrodite.
For obvious reasons.
In doing so, he ultimately brought about the end of the world. Without the power of the gods to keep the chaos in check, the apocalypse had arrived, and its vanguard was Kratos.
I was trying to make you a great warrior. You succeeded.
During Walmart's Black Friday deals for days every month.
You succeeded.
Al Simmons was trained to be a deadly, stealthy soldier and assassin, and proved numerous times he was the best of the best. But when his morality got the better of him, his boss terminated his contract.
Yeah, they're remaking Spawn, but they casting Jamie Foxx as Al Simmons, which I guess I get, but I don't know. It's Michael J. White. He played the hell out of this role, despite the movie. Some it's a fun popcorn movie, but I don't know. It's just like superhero movies, didn't necessarily do well in the box office, but it's a fan. It's one of those kind of like movies that the audience just loves.
Permanently.
That's when Simmons met Malvosia, one of the demon lords of hell, who struck a deal with him. He'd get to see his wife again if he became captain of Hell's armies. He agreed and was reborn as a Hellspawn. But as with most demons, it tricked him, leaving Spawn with a fate worse than death. And of course, Spawn swore revenge.
Being a Hellspawn, he has superhuman strength and speed. He is nearly invulnerable and can use his own powers to heal and regenerate.
In addition, Spawn can feed or draw from the evil ores of others for the same effect. It really saves him on band-aids.
He wears a living, parasitic, symbiotic suit, named Letha of the 7th House of K.
Letha has ridiculous powers.
Spawn has
Basically,
probably the
anything
most
she or Spawn
iconic,
wants to
most
happen can happen. The suit can
coolest
create and control
suit ever
change, claws,
designed.
spikes, and
Of
morph itself
all,
into pretty much anything Spawn
costumes
wants. Like a
in
badass cape
pop
that can
culture.
trap enemies and protect Spawn from all sorts of dangers.
The suit has a mind of its own and can operate while Spawn focuses on other parts of the battle. It's strong enough to easily smash through brick and fast enough to block bullets. However, Letha feeds off necroplasm energy when using the suit's powers, a hellish matter which Spawn is entirely composed of. If Letha uses too much, Spawn will be sent back to hell. However, like Spawn, Letha can also feed off the evil and sin of others.
Spawn's also got tons of magic powers. He can teleport, transform, blow things up, turn invisible, alter matter, talk to animals, fly with his cape, read minds, and open portals to heaven and hell. Holy crap!
And he can control the elements, often using fire and water to defeat swarms of enemies. However, even with all these godlike abilities, Spawn usually resorts to his most primitive weapon. As he was trained in special forces for so long, Spawn is most comfortable using a gun. He's an expert in the use of nearly any firearm imaginable.
Only two things can break through Spawn's defenses and hurt him. Necro magic and holy weapons forged in heaven. In addition, he can only die if he's beheaded.
Spawn's fought and killed all sorts of powerful enemies. Assassins, cyborgs, vampires, ghosts, angels, demons, other hellspawn, rampaging deities, even Satan and God. Yes, that old lady is the God.
Really? God looks like my Nana. My demigod?
And after being granted unlimited power from the mother of all things, Spawn banished God and Satan from the earth, which he wiped clean and rebuilt in his own image. He then willingly sacrificed his own god powers and eventually returned to his hellspawn form.
Oh, why the hell would he do that? He must have been really bored.
Knock, knock.
And voiced by Keith David. One of his best performances. I mean, Keith David is always an incredible actor, but I think a lot of people recognize him as Spawn. At least, like, when it comes to animation. And he reprised his role in the last Mortal Kombat game as a guest character. It was still phenomenal and probably had the best lines out of the entire game. Everybody got good lines, but he has like the best lines.
All right, the combatants are
A break from Jack Threads. Over to you, Boomstick. Ah, thanks, you hand.
in the store. Now Jack Threads is Flash Battle. It's free battle and you'll instantly start.
Right now, it's time for a death battle!
Fight! You're pissing me off. Die.
Oh man, here comes the rage from the God of War fanboys.
Kratos is a very difficult one to beat, but Spawn's magical prowess and near indestructible body proved too much for him.
Yeah, normally that last attack would have meant the end for his opponent, but not Spawn.
And while much of Kratos' arsenal were forged by Olympians, Olympus is composed of earthly elements, and is not another plane of existence like heaven, so it stands to reason none of the Olympian weapons could kill Spawn.
Except the Blade of Olympus, but it wasn't enough.
Plus, Spawn and his suit had plenty of evil energy to feed on during the fight, since Kratos is literally covered in his past sins.
Well, that was one hell of a fight.
The winner is Spawn.
Yeah, I mean, makes a good point. But like I said before, if they did like a rematch, because I'm pretty sure there's a lot of stuff that, Spawn accumulated, since the, research involved into making this particular video at that time. It's been well over, like a decade and some change. And Spawn and obviously Kratos have gone through a lot. So a rematch is probably very much needed in this. But more than likely it'll probably end the same, because with all the Norse mythology things, still like Greece, magic and equipment is still based on earthly planes. So who knows? But anyway, tell me what you guys think in the comments below, and I'll see you guys